Okay, you can see there's a few of you here already. So you may have seen my post on the group about 20 minutes ago or so regarding the box that I'm going to be unboxing for you today. So it's a new box to us, so it's one that we've not done before, and it's one that I particularly wanted to be the one to do it, mainly because of the subject matter. So it's called Wave Box, and it's a mental health subscription box designed around people struggling with anxiety, depression. It says OCD as well, but OCD is actually a type of anxiety disorder. So yeah, it's designed around people who are kind of struggling with that. It uses CBT based ideas. So cognitive behavioural therapy is one of the more common treatments for various different mental health problems. But it works around the idea of hydration, good sleep, diet, exercise. Hi Emma. Socialising, while also kind of being treated, comforted and reassured that you're not alone. So I'll just show you the box. It arrived yesterday. I'll just need to cover up my address. So it's not letterbox size, so the postman did have to knock on. But we'll have a look what's inside. I'm just going to open it out. I've already done the little snip just to make it a little bit easier. Okay, so I'll just hold it up to the screen now for you again. So this is the inside. So the first thing that I've noticed is this little letter here, so I'll take that out first. So there's a little business card here and it says "Let's ride the wave together," which is their kind of tagline for their company, and then on the back there's the website and all the social media handles and things as well. So we'll pop this to the side. So there's a little envelope sealed with like one of those wax stamp things with their logo on. Again, it says Wave. I'm going to see if I can get into this without ripping it. I do have some scissors on hand if need be, which I'm probably going to have to use actually. There we go. So let's see what we have in here. So the first thing is a little leaflet that says "Welcome to Wave" on it, with a nice little picture of a wave, funnily enough. And then there's a little contents card about what's in it, so I'll just kind of keep that to the side so I can obviously refer to that as I'm going. There's also a couple more leaflets in terms of some of the items, a little bit more detail in terms of some of the items that are included in there, so again I'll keep that to the side as well. They have a YouTube channel, so there's a leaflet in there about that. All of this information that's in here will be going in my review as well. And there's also a little affirmation card, and it says, "Has anyone told you that you're flipping fantastic?" So that's another item. I usually pin these to my fridge. I've got quite a few of them now. Okay, so what we'll do now is we've got a little bit of tissue with their Wave sticker seal in it. So I'll just peel all that back and we'll see what we've got. Okay, so the first item that I'm seeing is edible, which is always a good thing. So it's in the shape of like an umbrella, but it's, I believe, just chocolate. It says chocolatiers on it, and it says chocolate con leche, which I believe is milk chocolate cone. But it says here, chocolate umbrella, we all have bad days, and this is for one of those rainy days where everything feels a bit too much. Remember, it's completely okay to not feel brilliant. You're doing great, so enjoy this little treat and be kind to yourself. And it's quite a big size as well, so I mean, if I kind of hold that up next to my hand, it's pretty much the entire length of my hand. I love chocolate. That'll definitely get devoured very, very quickly. And obviously, because it's milk chocolate, it's pretty much, it's not one of those flavours that only a few people like. Milk chocolate tends to be the kind of universal one that most people will have. So I'll pop that to the side. We also have a little wristband here. So it says "Let's ride the wave together," which again is their motto. And it's like a turquoisey blue sort of colour and white. and it says, it's a great visual reminder that you're never alone and that Wave is a community of individuals who also struggle with similar mental health issues. In times of panic, anxiety and low mood, this discreet band aims to help you recenter and remind you that we're all in this together. So I'll be popping that on as well. I like to wear little wristbands for causes that I'm passionate about. So the next one, grab this one. So this is something that I've tried before and I do actually really like, so I'm happy to see it again. It's Tea Pig's Sleepy Tea, and it's a little box of it. I think there's two little tea bags in there. And it says a beautiful blend of apple, lavender and chamomile. This little box contains 2 tea bags to help you drift off to sleep. We recommend you brew each bag for 1 to 2 minutes. Tried and tested by Wave, this can help to quiet an overactive mind and catch those all-important Z's. I really like this. I like herbal teas anyway, but I really like this one. It's really fruity, but it's also really relaxing as well. And because there's 2 in there, obviously you can get a couple of cups out of that. So the next item is really, really interesting. And there's a little leaflet here which explains it a little bit more, but luckily I kind of understand the concept a little bit. So for those of you who aren't familiar with me, my day job is actually, I'm a junior psychologist, so I'm actually really familiar with a lot of these different techniques and things that have been mentioned in here. But while it looks like a money box, which I guess if you wanted to use it as a money box, I'm sure you could. But what it actually is, it's an ebb and flow box, and it's a CBT technique. So inside there's 2 little stickers here. One says ebb and one says flow. And the CBT technique, essentially, there's also a little key in there. So if you can see there's a keyhole, so you can lock it, and then there's a key there. Obviously you take that out and you have access to it. So the idea behind it is there's 2 different ways to use this. So the first one is to, when you have anxiety, when you have depression, you tend to have quite negative thoughts that tend to override any of the positive side of things. So the idea behind this is that you write down those negative thoughts, you post them in here, and then that kind of helps you to detach from them a little bit, which is the idea of the ebb side of things. Another way that you can use it is to post positive thoughts, gratitudes, good things that have happened to you, and then every so often, maybe like once a month or once every couple of weeks, or when you're just having a particularly bad time, you can lock it, take everything out, read back through them, and kind of use it as a little pick-me-up type thing. So I really like that idea. Obviously, because it's plain wood as well, if you wanted to decorate it, I'm sure that would be okay. If that's something that you find relaxing, a lot of people find things like painting, colouring, all that kind of thing quite relaxing. So you could quite easily do that as well. So that's the next item. And then the last one. So this is really interesting. This is not something that I've ever personally used before. I have come across it before, but I've never used it personally. But it is some aroma Play-Doh for adults. So this is organic geranium and grapefruit essential oils. So it's energising to help uplift and revitalise. And the idea behind this is obviously to help you occupy restless hands. So the same way that we might use something like a stress ball or a fidget spinner or something like that, this is very similar to that concept. And also because it's got essential oils in it, obviously it helps to lift your senses up. So this one's an uplifting scent, energising. So, you know, it helps you to get creative. I used to love Play-Doh when I was a kid. So you can obviously get creative making different models, or you can also just kind of use it as more rhythmic motion, which for some people is quite calming, particularly in the midst of anxiety. And yeah, it says the fragrant scents from the dough remain on your hands and fingertips for a long-lasting sensory experience and an opportunity to focus on something in the present. So I can feel how squidgy it is, which I really like. I can't wait to try this out. It's non-toxic as well, but obviously you're not supposed to eat it, which is fine, I'm not going to. But it's good to know that it's non-toxic as well. So that's all of the items. So what I'll just quickly do now is I'll talk you through the price points for it. Oh, hi Natasha, didn't see you there. Some of the comments aren't loading, so I do apologise if some of you are commenting. I can't see it at the minute, but I will reply to any once I've come off the live. So there's a few different options in terms of the prices. So they do like a smaller box for you to kind of try it out if you wanted to just see if it was right for you, which is called a wavelet. and you can buy it as a one-off, which is £11, or you can prepay it for 3 months, which is £33. You can also get a one-off full size, which is the one that I've just shown you, which is £25, or you can prepay it for 3 months, which is £75. I believe shipping is included. It didn't say otherwise, so I'm going to assume that that is the case. And obviously, to be honest, in terms of mental health, I think it's priceless. You can never kind of take too much care of yourself in that sense. So I will quickly, again, show you everything that's in here. And then I will be doing, obviously, a full review of it, which will go up on our blog within the next 7 days once I've had a chance to kind of try it all out. And as always, the link to that will be shared on the page as well. So I'll quickly show you again. So there was this lovely kind of therapeutic Play-Doh, and it specifically says for grown-ups, which is fine because I'm 29, so I definitely come into that bracket now. So I'll pop that away. There was this lovely ebb and flow box for you to use in a couple of different ways. Again, I'll go into much more detail about that in the review. And do feel free to ask any questions as well. There was the sleepy tea, a couple of tea bags in there. The wristband, which says "Let's ride the wave together" on it, which I'll be taking out the packaging shortly. And then the little chocolate umbrella, which I'll probably be eating shortly after I take the photos. There was also this little affirmation card which says, "Has anyone told you that you're flipping fantastic?" which is probably going to go on my fridge with the rest of them. I might take a photograph actually of my fridge and show you all the different little affirmation cards that I've got on there. So that's everything that's in the box. I'll just pop everything kind of off to the side to make it easier for me. So as always, if you have any questions about it, do pop them in the comments and I'll answer any. And I also want to put out there that if any of you guys are struggling at all with your mental health, don't feel like you can't talk to somebody. Don't feel like you can't come to me. If you want to message me, if you're struggling, I'm absolutely fine with that. I know we do have the no messaging admin rule, but I'm willing to open my inbox to anybody who is struggling with their mental health. It's a really, really tough time right now, and the last thing we want is for any of you guys to feel like that you haven't got anybody to talk to. So the offer is always there, and I'm sure my fellow admin would all kind of say the same as well. So that's everything. I'll be uploading this to YouTube very shortly, so I'll be including the link on there for those of you that missed it and want to watch back. And then again, as I've said already, the review will be up in around 7 days' time. For now, I'll leave you all to this lovely Sunday. Well, it's lovely here anyway, here in South Yorkshire. And again, any questions, let me know, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.